A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. As Election Day approaches, the weather forecast is becoming a significant topic of discussion among voters and analysts alike. With pivotal swing states like Michigan and Wisconsin bracing for rain, concerns are rising about how this could affect voter turnout and ultimately the outcome of the presidential race. Meteorologists are predicting a slow-moving storm system that will sweep through the central United States this weekend, with lingering effects expected on Tuesday, November 5th. This could lead to heavy thunderstorms in Michigan, where over 2.6 million ballots have already been cast through early voting and mail-in ballots. For those planning to vote in person, the weather could pose significant challenges. AccuWeather warns of torrential downpours and localized flash flooding that may disrupt travel to polling places. Paul Pastelock, a long-range forecaster at AccuWeather, expressed concerns that voters standing in long lines could be forced to seek shelter as storms approach. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan is also expected to experience rain, which could deter voters from making the trip to the polls. Historical data supports the idea that inclement weather can have a substantial impact on voter turnout. A study conducted in 2007 by researchers from the University of Georgia, University of California, Merced, and the University of Pittsburgh found that rainy weather tends to deter Democratic voters more than Republican ones. The study concluded that voter turnout decreases by approximately 1% for each inch of rain, with snowfall having a similar effect, particularly on elderly voters. More recent research published in the journal Electoral Studies in 2023 highlights that rainy weather disproportionately affects younger voters, leading to a nearly 6% decrease in turnout among those in their mid-20s or younger. Additionally, a 2018 study found that rainfall could decrease the Democratic candidate's vote share by as much as 2.08 percentage points, while increasing the Republican candidate's vote share by 1 percentage point. Despite these findings, some political strategists remain optimistic about voter turnout, regardless of the weather. Mark Weaver, a Republican strategist, noted that both Republican and Democratic voters appear highly motivated this election cycle. He emphasized that Trump supporters are particularly energized and are likely to brave any adverse weather conditions to cast their votes. Weaver stated, his supporters will move mountains to get to the polls because they see him as the solution to the problems facing America. Conversely, Democratic strategist Carly Cooperman pointed out that poor weather may deter low-propensity voters, who typically do not vote or are less engaged. This demographic is crucial for Trump, as he seeks to expand his support beyond his traditional base. Cooperman added that older voters, who are more likely to stay home in bad weather, are split between Trump and Harris, but many of them tend to vote early. With the stakes higher than ever, both candidates are keenly aware of the potential impact of weather on voter turnout. Polling data indicates a tight race in Michigan, with Harris holding a narrow 1-point lead over Trump as of October 31st. In Wisconsin, where over 1.2 million ballots have been cast early, rain is also expected on Election Day. Localized storms could pose risks for voters waiting outside polling locations. While North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada are anticipated to have dry weather, the forecast for Wisconsin and Michigan remains concerning. As Election Day draws near, the intersection of weather and voter turnout becomes a critical factor in determining the outcome of this high-stakes election. With millions of Americans poised to make their voices heard, the weather could play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the nation. Whether voters will brave the elements or stay home remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Every vote counts, and this election cycle is set to be one for the history books. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.